Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and that's right, I'm a shameless fan of getting free stuff. And this is more free stuff from Lightake. They reached out to me and asked me what I want next, and they had a couple of items that I really wanted to get my hands on, and so I sent them a list, and they sent me a few other things as well that I thought was pretty cool. As you know, I've been working on this MP5 build, and the stock that foregrip that I originally got for it, I wasn't particularly happy with. The stock was a folding stock, but it didn't fold very far, and I didn't feel it quite fit the look. And the foregrip was definitely not my preference in design. I'll find something to do with it, but it definitely didn't belong on this particular build. So I asked Lightake if they'd be willing to send me this stock and a different foregrip, as well as a couple of other items, and they said absolutely, and they sent me some stuff. So I got this stock, which is the one that I think really goes well on the MP5. Someone pointed out that this isn't actually an MP5, it's a different kit, and they're right, but I'm not a huge gun enthusiast, so I don't really know the difference. The downside is I was expecting this stock to collapse a lot further and give you that real pistol submachine gun look, but it in fact doesn't collapse at all, so that was disappointing. Apparently they do now make one that does, so I need to look at that and see if they have one, but I definitely like the look of this stock on this particular body kit, so yeah, definitely like that. I'm sure I'll get 1,000 comments on which kit this actually is. I know it's not the MP5, you don't need to bring it up again. But the other items that I got, I was definitely very pleased with. I definitely liked this foregrip. It's very comfortable. It's ambidextrous, well, kind of. It doesn't matter which way you put it on. It doesn't have like finger ridges, but it's very comfortable and very solid. Hollow handle, which is fairly standard. It goes on Picatinny rail, is the one. You know, I don't know if you call it a downside. When you're putting it on kits like this, they almost always come with Picatinny rail, so it's not exactly an issue. If you wanted to put it on a Nerf gun, you would need Picatinny, or Nerf to Picatinny adapter, but other than that, definitely like it. Definitely much more comfortable. So I like how that one is coming along, but it will be getting some upgrades because they also, I don't recall asking for this one, but they sent it. It is a full auto kit, the older version. Not the new one that I was recently sent that was not terribly impressed with. But this is the old one. It's still a really simple kit, and it comes with everything you need, all of the springs, all of the screws, all of the wiring that you need to wire it up. And the design allows for a much easier upgrade to a more powerful motor if you really want one. If you were going to run it on a 3S, you would probably want to replace this motor. But since I plan to run this one on a 2S, it isn't necessary. I'll probably be, well, actually, I plan to just use the original battery housing and run with 2 IMRs because I like the rate of fire that gives. Since I plan to build this one into another Michelle 2 setup, I could get away with wiring this directly into the 2S battery housing. But I don't, since I don't need to and it comes with its own battery tray, well, actually, I take it all back. This one will be getting wired in directly into the battery tray because this one's jam door doesn't open, which would make replacing the batteries more work than I want to do. So, there we'll try it. This one will get wired directly into the battery housing, and we'll get to see how well that works. So that's what will be going in there, as well as, like I said, Michelle 2 motors, and probably an OFP cage, and I'll need to get some new flywheels. Somebody said I should use Cyclone. I think it was the Cyclone flywheels. I haven't tried those in anything yet, so I will get my hands on a pair of those and try that with Michelle 2 motors on a 2S. So, yeah, that will be fun. And then the last thing that they sent with this kit that I really like, and I will definitely be getting a boatload more of, are these darts. Because as you can see, they're in my colors. And they are, I'm going to pull this one out because it looks like there's one bad dart in this box. Yeah. One dart didn't quite get glued right, but out of, I think they sent me at least 200 of them. That was the only one I spotted that had a flaw. Interesting. Looks like it was dropped on the floor. There was grass glued to it. Very strange. Anyway, I love the color. They're actually orange and black, where as opposed to usually when you see the old kind of pink color from the original Streamlines. But it has a domed rubber head, and it is in fact very squishy. There are the first couple of dome head darts that I saw, it was practically rigid plastic. It didn't even feel like rubber. And I definitely did not like those because they hit way too hard. But these ones are a very squishy rubber, but still dense enough that it gives it good weight, which means they will continue flying, which means it'll probably increase your range, or hypothetically, because mass helps with keeping a dart going through the air. If they're too light, then the wind resistance slows them down more. These are also more aerodynamic, obviously, which will help with that. And the rubber head is decidedly smaller than the foam, which means you can use this in things like the Caliburn or brass breeches. The larger headed ones, of course, the rubber sticks in the barrel and then it just jams, but these ones have small heads, so that should not be an issue. So I have run these in one war so far. There'll be some footage on that when I do a firing test. I've been given 3 different types of new darts recently, and so I'm going to do all of them together in a firing demo and kind of compare the ranges and all of that, and then I'll have a little bit of the war footage that involved them. It probably he won't be able to tell what I'm actually shooting, but it's in there, and people like war footage. So yeah, there you have it. Great stuff. All of the links will be in the description. I actually do heartily recommend all of these items. I very much like this stock. It's solid. It's a good length. The foregrip is solid, well designed. Bolts on. It comes with the necessary bolt, of course, which is always nice. I've used this full auto kit in numerous auto strikes before, and I definitely like this one. So I will probably continue to order this one. I should probably order a bunch just to be safe. And yeah, love these darts. I will be ordering lots more of these darts because I love the color and I love the design. But testing will be in another video. It's currently raining, so yeah. But I will do a firing demonstration of all the new darts that I've got and compare them and all of that, so look forward to that. Thank you, Lightake, once again for all of this awesome stuff. This build will continue to go up because I'm really starting to like this little submachine gun, and because my Chris Vector was pretty much maxed out, so I needed another blaster to tinker with. So look forward to that. Thank you guys for watching.